Yes, guys. So, having trained the professionally qualified and industrial experts along with the students, one common question which everyone was asking me was, what exactly, how do you even bifurcate or divide between a bearer plants and a biological assets? How do you distinguish these two items? When I use the word bearer plant and a biological asset, first of all, where is the context even coming up? For talking about a bearer plant is something which is covered under Ind AS 10 or Ind AS 16 or AS 10 as property, plant and equipment. While a biological asset is excluded from the standard of property, plant and equipment, and it is covered under a specific Ind AS called as agriculture, Ind AS 41. Now, how do we bifurcate? In simplest sense to put across, I'll put it like this. When I talk about something called as a bearer plant, I'm saying that it is held for the production and supply of agricultural produce. It is held for the production and supply of agricultural produce, and it is expected to hold the produce for more than 1 year, and it has a remote likelihood of being sold. Let's try to break it down and let's try to understand what he's talking about. He's saying that the plant itself is not an agricultural produce. The plant by itself, I'm not removing it, I'm not selling it. I am taking it, I'm using it for the process of production or supply of agricultural produce. That means let's take a mango tree. What happens in the case of mango tree? The tree grows, I'm not plucking the entire tree out. I will only pluck the mango out of it, and that is why we call it as a bearer plant. It is a bearer plant because it is held for the production or supply of agricultural produce, and it is expected to hold the produce for more than 1 year. Now, mango tree, maybe yearly once on a season it normally gives you a produce, but it is gonna give you the produce for years to come. In the subsequent year also you get, year 3 also you get. Every year until the life is completed, you keep getting the agricultural produce from that in the form of mangoes. So that means we are talking about an agricultural produce being derived from that particular bearer plant for more than 1 year. And the last part, there's a remote likelihood of being sold as agricultural produce. That means, as such, the plant by itself does not become an agricultural produce for me. The plant by itself, I don't want to chop off the plant and normally sell it up. There's no reason for me to do so. For me, the more important plan of actually laying down a mango tree is to pluck the mango. Why just mango? Let me talk about rubber. I normally get the latex out of it for years to come, and at the end of the day, I'll chop it off. I'll start using the wood which is derived out of a rubber tree in form of any other manner. But the very interesting facts will be when you're talking about banana. When you have a banana tree, a banana normally gives you one particular fruit as banana, and after that, it is not going to give you any multiple productions. So once the banana tree gives you a production in the form of banana fruit, there ends the entire production capacity of the plant. So what do? At the end of that, you'll chop it up and you'll make sure that you're selling it. So that means I am holding it for the agricultural produce, yes, but is it expected to give it for more than 1 year? Absolutely no. So is there a remote likelihood of being sold? No, I have a likelihood of being sold immediately because there is no extra production which I'm getting out of it. Now, in such examples which you can take, you can say that any particular asset like tea bushes normally they only pluck the tree bush out of it. The tree will always be there. So you can call them as bearer plants. They are not biological assets. So biological assets, if I talk about anything which I completely uprooted, like potato. What do you do with the potato? Normally it is a root which I want. So I'll pluck the entire tree out and I'll try to sell it as agricultural produce. Where is the plant after you plucked it out? The plant is already gone. So you cannot call it as a bearer plant. Such items are called as agricultural produce or biological assets. Got it? So bearer plants are covered as per property, plant and equipment, while agricultural produce or biological assets are not covered as per your property, plant and equipment. It should be dealt with as per another standard, that is Ind AS 41, which is dealing with agriculture. So this is a brief understanding of how you divide or how you distinguish between a bearer plant and a biological assets. That's it.